Welcome to another edition of Comic Book Business News. It is I, Josh Goldstein, on on 2/13/2023. Here in the news, we have um, another day is in year two of the second Ukrainian war. And and we might a year or two in the second Ukrainian war, and actually, and the Ukrainians are very much handling the Russian invasion rather well. Zelensky has acquired some new tanks for the Ukraine from Europe. The Jaguar, I mean the not the Jaguar, the Leopard 2 from the Germans, and the Challenger 2 from the British, and the Americans are sending the Abrams M1 Abrams tank, veteran of the veteran of conflicts, many U.S. conflicts like Desert Storm, the Iraq War, the Afghanistan War, and very much sought after tank. And the all these tanks are going to give the Ukraine some replacements for their older Soviet-made stuff, which is out of date. Now he is also trying to get some. He also acquired some F-16s from France and is trying to acquire more fighters. The Ukraine treaded water that first year, making a lot of damage on Russians with sheer defiance and resistance, and the like the rockets they and anti the rockets they acquired, the Iron Dome type stuff, really, and other rocket systems really worked out good. It could taking out the tanks and things. I also think that the Ukraine is, Zelensky is a great ambassador. He's for the Ukraine. He's a man of the people who's doing, great things to promote it in the EU and the United States. And Putin seemed very much the symbol of modern Russia, this country coming out of its Soviet past and all about getting rich and things. Is seems like he's becoming this over isolated figure surrounded by generals and paramilitary personnel, and and he has shuttled from one palace or installation to another. He's a typical dictator, typical leader. He's gonna die like Stalin in his Dachau or something. Nobody's going to care about him. I hear he's got some disease. His got cancer or something. Although you shudder who's going to control Russia if he kicks it. You know, is it going to be Medvedev or some general or the Wagner Group guy or some crazy crony? Or is it going to be like in the 50s when Stalin died, when it's going to be Brezhnev and Khrushchev, then another crony? Or will Navalny and the people challenge whoever takes over, and will real change happen? You do like that for Russia, for them to rejoin the family of nations again. Because the one thing I don't like about this war is Russia sort of fell out of the family of nations and is now this country that will starve to death slowly economically and be just this little this very large threatening fascist state with all these weapons. And what the thing is, though, their army really isn't that big compared to the United States and China. It's armed with thousands of nuclear weapons. America really has about the same nuclear weapons, and China only has a 350. That's about the size of Israel or Pakistan or India. It's really average. So it not you don't really need to worry about China and the US going to war over Taiwan, I think. The Taiwan concern and our little balloon crisis. Oh my god, a balloon. Some cute girl lost her balloon and it's flying over Alaska. Shudder. You know, did 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 some good looking girl just lose her balloon? Give her another one. So I like a little more. Oh, there's a slight chance the Ukrainian war might spill into grower spilling like there's a chance of the Moldavian government being overthrown by um pro-Russian group. If you follow the Guardian, you might I like to thank them for informing us who follow things, who follow world events. But I don't think that'll happen. And I think like unfortunately um I would think that uh I would like to think I would like to think um that yes, I would like to think that I hope the Ukrainian war doesn't American troops don't or European troops don't get involved, because then it could become a slightly bigger conflict. And is the second Ukrainian war the war before a far bigger conflict? Time will tell, or maybe the war will end in a year or two, and it won't be like some wars which rage on, like the Syrian civil war, which still rages on. As of the conflict isn't completely decided, only a small agreement, like the it has been determined the Kurds have their own autonomous region of Syria now, and the rebels can hold governmentship of several governorates and regions where President Bashar Assad has just given up on controlling those regions and they're just within the domain of Syria, internationally recognized domain of Syria. The UN hasn't declared the rebels their own domain yet, and there's no the Syrian Kurds aren't wanting to join another established country or establish their own independence. Maybe they learned from Iraq's Kurdish region. It's better to keep autonomy than try full independence. Okay, so on to the comics. This is the part on comic book business news where we actually try to do comic books. Slow the pages. So today's comic book is Wonder Woman Dark Gods, which is Wonder Woman Volume, the new Wonder Woman Volume 8. James Robinson, Steven Sergova, and Jesus Marino. The cover is a little dark lesbianish, but I like that about Wonder Woman. Occasionally it's kinky. It's basically the cheetahs in this one. Yes, I do. Little cat fights. Oh, communing with dark gods, are we? Oh, experimenting on Barbara, Barbara, the Wonder Woman's friend. I don't know what her name was. Just saw her in some movie. She's this crazy bitch. Wonder Woman kicking the cheetah's ass again for the billionth time. More space guys flying around, are they? That guy was a pretty cool character. He's a space god, Supergirl in this. And this is kind of a good artwork of this. Gotta say about DC, it's one of the old traditionals I like. I like DC slightly more than Marvel. Always did. More, but don't tell Marvel that. Stan would feel bad. After all, you got X-Men. I mean, X-Men's what I'm talking about. Well, yeah, but I know you, so yeah. How's that show you do, man? Well, maybe I'll catch up with you sometime when I'm not doing mine. Who am I talking about? Well, it must be one of my friends, you know. I know so many. Well, I'd like to say this Wonder Woman Volume 7, Dark Gods. I'd like to give it not that'd be too cruel. Five a 4 out of a 3 out of 0.5 out of 5 because it's a fairly typical Wonder Woman book. The artwork is great. No big names worked on the book. It wasn't the best graphic novel ever, but it was very good, and I like the concept. You know, I like the concept. You've got space gods menacing again, and it's kind of cool. You always need deities in Wonder Woman, and it's a new characters, spice it up. Steve Trevor's in there. You got Cheetah. It's a good book. Okay, put it down. Coming up, I will be at Nerdfest signing copies of my book. I'll get hmm. I'll show you a copy of some of the book. Like basically, I'm the I'm the author of this character, so you will see me signing her books. This girl named Maccabee Lady. Hold on. Hold on. And I will sign this at the event. I've only got paperbacks, so all you at Nerdfest will have to do with that. I'll get more hardcovers soon. This is my copy. You can get those. I'm also saying um so I will be at Nerdfest in Swedesboro, New Jersey at the Holiday Inn on Pureland Lane. So everybody come and I'll sign your book. Or you'll meet me and you get a chance to see me and buy my books for me. So and also I will coming up be doing two other conventions. I will be at the Cherry Hill Library doing the memorabilia and collectibles show where you can get copies of my books too. And I will be at Fan Expo in June in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, doing doing the doing the it will and at Fan Expo in June. So I will. It's going to like you will and Fan Expo in June. So signing copies of my book there for you will be able to see me for 3 days straight. So anybody could come get copies of my book. So perhaps come and or sign your book. Okay. So see you till next time. Goodbye and good luck.